Transforming to joy, responding to my son's struggle with addiction, an invitation. Transforming to joy holds a deep meaning and value for me. This mantra is a direct reflection of the purposeful life I have chosen to lead. I once made decisions from a myriad of subconscious fears and faulty belief patterns. Although I enjoyed happy moments, I was overwhelmed by unhappy ones. Unhappy moments gained momentum and spun out of control during the early years of my son's growing addiction. I was filled with a constant sense of urgency and panic, trying to fix the burgeoning chaos. I awoke and realized my efforts were fruitless when my physical health deteriorated and I reached a point of emotional exhaustion. Dark feelings of failure, shame, and disappointment rose to the surface. In this state, the truth set in. I could not change people, places, or things. Learning to acknowledge and honor such painful emotions became a doorway for their release, opening within me a new sense of freedom. My focus became fixing, or rather, changing myself. At the center of this budding transformative process were rituals that nurtured my spirit. I built a strong foundational support system, incorporated daily spiritual practices, connected deeply with nature, created art, journaled, and embraced grateful living. My heart was hurting as my son's addiction progressed, while at the same time expanding with moments of increasing inner joy as my rituals took root. Inner joy provides me with a tangible feeling of peace and calm. It is rarely reliant on other people, circumstances, or fluctuating emotions. I have come to embody true joy as my true nature. This enables me to attentively notice and appreciate both the beauty around me and the pain inherent in life. My favorite analogy is the lotus flower. This gem of nature requires mud and muck to burst forth into its delicate yet powerful bloom. You may consider the subtitle, Responding to My Son's Struggle with Addiction, a contradiction to the title, Transforming to Joy. How could one possibly connect addiction with joy? What joy could any parent experience witnessing alcohol and drugs obliterate their child's enormous potential for good? As I observed my son's dangerously downward spiral, I eventually learned that I had one key choice. I could react or respond. Reacting stemmed from fears, which manifested in frustration, anger, and panic. These emotions proved debilitating to each of us and our relationship. Alternatively, I could respond from a place of love. Responding required me to delve deeply into my motives and to pause, breathe, and reflect before speaking and taking or not taking action. This gradual and bumpy shift from reacting with fear to responding with love took place over the course of many years. It created a healthy relationship with my son despite his addictions. Rippling into all corners of my life, it transformed my way of thinking, living, and being in the world. Understanding addiction as a pervasive disease and responding to my son's struggle have inspired and transformed my life. Additionally, Transforming to Joy has expanded my heart's capacity for empathy and compassion. This book is organized into 4 main sections, chronicling more than 20 years of our mother-son relationship. 1. Mud, shifting from reacting to responding. 2. Muck, hooked, an evolving relationship between my son and me. 3. Light, recovery, and our deepening bond. 4. Bloom, release, and the transformative journey. Within the sections, the following themes fluidly weave themselves in and out of our story: spirituality, the suffering inherent in addiction, developing healthy communication, unfolding to joy. Time, the great healer, has allowed me to contemplate and explore my experiences via the written word. I am grateful to share with you the story of my relationship with my son, Adam, and invite you to actively join in my reflections. I hope they will cultivate a deep and precious regard for your own well-being so you may heartfully move forward. May transforming to joy become a mantra for you as the lotus of your life unfolds.